Welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm Ann Dunham, filling in today for our usual host, Sheridan Nichols. And our first guest today is Chad Morin from Abuse Alternatives.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, Chad. Can you first start by telling us about Abuse Alternatives?
Sure. Abuse Alternatives has been serving our community for 39 years. That includes Washington County, Virginia, Upper Sullivan County, Tennessee, Bristol, Tennessee, and Bristol, Virginia. We provide domestic violence intervention services for all victims and their families free of charge. That includes our 24/7 crisis hotline, 24/7 temporary emergency shelter for victims of domestic violence and their children who need a safe place immediately. Outreach court advocates. They're not lawyers, I always clarify that, but they'll help walk through the court process, get protective orders, sometimes just literally be a shoulder to cry upon, connecting with other agencies and resources within our community to help them get into a safe place, move forward with their life, and just have their whole life radically changed. Support groups, and then we also have my component, community education and volunteer coordinating.
Excellent. So this is a valuable community resource. Can you tell us, you have a special event coming up that the public needs to know about?
So on October 26th, we're doing our second annual casino night. It's just a fun night of fundraising. So you go, you purchase a ticket. It includes 2 beverages, heavy hors d'oeuvres, and plenty of play money to go and enjoy all these great quality casino games. And the great part is everybody comes out a winner. You might have bragging rights between your friends, but at the end of the night, all proceeds go to help end domestic violence in our community.
Right, and for people who don't know how to play the casino games, you can help them with that as well.
Exactly. The first hour, we're calling it a cocktail and learning hour. So all the dealers will go and be showcasing how to play the games, understanding it. So no pressure. Again, it's play money. So have as much fun, go wild, go crazy, just enjoy it.
And it's a great opportunity, too, for people just to get dressed up and to be seen.
Exactly. If you want to have just that night out, special night out, this is a great opportunity to have it and just forget about everything else. You don't have to go and buy the airline ticket as well.
All right. So if someone's interested, how do they find out more about this?
Well, you can call at our office, 423-652-9093, or you can visit our website, www.abusealternativesinc.org/events for all the information about this event and all the other upcoming events as well.
All right, Chad. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be right back in just a moment. Welcome back to Inside Bristol, and our next guest today is Maggie Elliott, Executive Director of Believe in Bristol. And thanks for being here today, Maggie.
Thanks for having me, Ann.
Yeah, great. well, tell us, you have a special event coming up.
Yes, we have the 5th year of Push Film Festival that's coming up on Saturday, October 12th. We're really excited for this year. What we learned in our first 4 years of the film festival is that our audience really loves the hometown connections, and so the Virginia and Tennessee films are definitely the most well attended and the best received, and so we've hyped up that with our submissions, and we're really excited to offer 2 awesome blocks, 1 Virginia short films, 1 Tennessee short films, and then we'll have a nice little reception and award ceremony after those 2 short blocks, and then we'll end with a really great feature film called Blaze. It's an independent film, music-based, and so we really think that our local and regional audience is really going to like it. So even though we're down to the 1 day, we've really honed in on the things that excite us the most.
Yeah, so over the years, as you've tried to perfect this festival, what do you hear from people about what they love most about it?
Well, mostly the feedback that we get is how impressed they are with the local and regional talent that we have. So especially with those Virginia and Tennessee short films, they're either films that are based in Virginia and Tennessee or Tennessee, or they're filmmakers that are from Virginia and or Tennessee. And so to either see our hometown as the backdrop, or know that the person behind that camera is the one who had the vision and came from our hometown is really special. And so I think people are just really impressed with the talent that we have in our area.
All right, and you also have a photo contest?
Yes, we do. So the Twin City Photo Club, they've done this for the past couple years, but they kind of kick off our film festival with a photo competition. So that's going to be at State Street Brewing. So that's really exciting. We're happy to have them as a great partner.
If people want to enter in the photo contest. Is there still time to do that?
There is still time to do that, yes. All that information can be found on the Believe in Bristol website at believeinbristol.org.
Tell us, how did you get the name PUSH, and what does that stand for?
Well, for two reasons. So PUSH Film Festival, it's kind of a throwback to our Bristol heritage. So the Bristol sign, before it said good place to live, it said PUSH, that's Bristol, to really emphasize the economic growth that was occurring in our area. And so once that was changed, so it was obviously PUSH is a big throwback, but it's also a great play on words. So being a film festival, you push play to start a movie, maybe not so much anymore, but we associate pushing play or rewind or stop or what have you as a great film memory. So twofold, Bristol specific and movie specific.
Excellent. Okay, so give us that website and the date again.
Yes, so the date for the film festival is October 12th. It's a Saturday. All of the festivities will take place at Birthplace of Country Music. We also have a really great workshop that'll take place starting at 11 on that day. It's going to be really cool. It's got how to create your own movie through Instagram stories. So it'll be live in action filming, and then we'll also award a winner for that. So more information on all of that can be found on believeinbristol.org or pushfilmfest.com.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Inside Bristol. Our next guest today is Wes Ritchie, Public Services Manager for the City of Bristol, Tennessee. Thanks for being here today, Wes.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, okay, and so today we're going to talk about an event called Dump the Pump. What is that?
It's our 14th annual Transit Appreciation Day. That's where we just say thank you to the passengers we have, and it's a way to let people know that transit's there in the community.
Okay, so what do you have planned for this day to celebrate?
Well, hopefully lots of fun, free rides for everyone on the bus. There'll be a band there, and free food, and some door prizes.
And so what time do these festivities start?
That is Thursday, October the 3rd, starting at 11 a.m.
So how do people take advantage of this? What do they have to do to get involved?
Just simply come down to the downtown center. That's where it will be held. It's in the 800 block of State Street, between Shelby and State Street on 8th Street is where our facility is. And you're welcome to come join us for free food, free rides, and a band.
All right, great. So how long has the city had a transit service?
Since 1983 is when the city took over the transit system from a private industry.
How have you seen the ridership change in all those years?
It's increased over the years steadily, and decreased a little bit and then increased again. It just really depends on a lot of different factors.
Right. Okay, great. So tell us the date again and how people can learn more about this.
It's Thursday, October the 3rd. Should be on the city's website with all the dates and times and locations. Or you can email me or give us a call.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much, Wes, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to Inside Bristol. My next guest today is Dottie Havlick from Theatre Bristol. Thank you for joining us today, Dottie.
Thanks for having me.
Great. Well, you have an exciting event coming up that you're having auditions for. Tell us about that.
Yes, we're going to be doing the classic Christmas story, Miracle on 34th Street. And we're having auditions on the 28th, 29th, 30th, and October 1st at Theatre Bristol. So a lot of people don't know about the story, some of the younger people. It's about this man who thinks he's actually Santa Claus. And he's working at Macy's department store in New York, and this personnel director kind of befriends him because he's very popular. And so her little girl, it befriends him too. And then in comes the villain, the some dude that works there at the, I don't even remember what he actually does, but he gets Kris Kringle, the Santa Claus, put in Bellevue as a mental case. And so then everything breaks loose because Macy's wants him back, and they go to trial, and the judge wants to do what's right for the law, but his campaign manager doesn't want him to put Santa Claus in jail at Christmas, and it's just a lot of fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun. So for what types of ages and what types of experience do your cast members need to have?
We don't need any experience. We will teach you. We always have at least a couple of people who've never done a show at all. But we do have speaking roles. Of course, the personnel lady has the daughter who is the one who doesn't believe in Santa Claus, and that's a big part. But we also have, I think, 5 other children's parts for people with lines. We have a drunken Santa, we have a bag lady, we have Christmas carolers, we have post office workers. So this is a great show for people who might not really think that they could carry a show and be the star, although we do have parts for those people. But if you want to come and just learn how to do it and be a bag lady or sing Christmas carols, we have a part for you. And when you come audition, you do not have to prepare anything. You just show up and we let you read and maybe sing a Jingle Bells or something, not anything that's going to be stressful at all. I'm going to be the director, so you know me, here I am. We do have fun, and we really enjoy our shows at Theatre Bristol.
Well, you mentioned having fun. It seems like this would be a great way just to meet new people and to get into acting if you've never done it before.
Oh yes, because a lot of them are just 2 or 3 line characters, so I'm hoping to be able to use, the bag lady turns into the campaign manager for the judge in Act 2, and Drunken Santa may be the judge, and who knows. We'll have to see who auditions, but I want people to have enough to do, but not so much that it's a burden at Christmas time.
All right, so auditions are coming up, and then practice?
Well, we practice starting October 6th, and we practice Sunday afternoons, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Friday evenings. And we're off on Wednesdays, and we're off on Saturdays, but we do go up there and paint sets or something sometimes. But right now on stage coming up is going to be Into the Woods, which is going to be at the Paramount Center, and it opens November 15th, and we have a big gala beforehand to announce our 2020 season. So if you want to know what we're going to do next year, starting in January, you come to that. But meanwhile, first, we're trying to get people to come and be in our Christmas show because it's going to be so much fun. And our auditions are Saturday the 28th at 10:30 in the morning. If I'll have my coffee, you can bring yours too. Then Sunday at 2:30, and then Monday and Tuesday at 6:30. So that kind of gives everybody a chance, if they're busy on one day, to come another day.
Okay, so you just have to come to one of those auditions?
Just come to one.
All right. And when will the show actually be presented?
That show will be December 6th through the 22nd.
And it's shown Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of each week?
It is shown Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we have two shows for school kids to come on the 2 Fridays, the 13th and the 20th.
Excellent. All right. And so if anybody wants to learn more about Theatre Bristol or how to get involved in this show, how can they find out?
They can go to www.theatrebristol.org, and they can either click at the top, there's auditions, or there's a link in the right, if you're looking at right there, that says auditions for Miracle on 34th Street. Right there, it is right there.
All right, excellent. All right, Dottie, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Inside Bristol. Our next guest today is Jeremy Stout, manager of the Steel Creek Park Nature Center. Thanks for being here, Jeremy.
Thanks for having me, Ann. It's always great to be here.
All right, well, great. You have an exciting event coming up soon. Tell us about that.
That's right. We're really excited. So this year is our 22nd annual Wildlife Weekend event at Steel Creek Park. So it begins Friday night, October the 11th. We have a short refreshments at 6:30. We have an award ceremony at 7, and then a keynote presenter begins at 7:30. And then the event picks back up on Saturday morning, and we have activities and events throughout the day.
Okay, your keynote speaker this year is pretty exciting. Tell us about him.
That's right. So every year we try to have a theme that most of the event revolves around, and this year our theme is Wonderful Wetlands. So we have Dr. Joe Bidwell from ETSU, who's a wetlands ecologist, and he's going to give us a talk on Friday night called Wetlands, Their Ecology and Importance.
And then the next day, Saturday, there's lots of activities people of all ages will enjoy.
You got it. So it kicks off at 9 a.m. on Saturday, October the 12th. And so we've got hikes and programs and activities for all ages. There will be hikes starting pretty much on the hour, every hour until about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we've also got exhibitors set up, and that's my show and tell that I brought today. From 12 to 4 on Saturday, October the 12th, there will be activities, nature crafts, there will be a fossil exhibit and some fossil casting to where you can create your own fossil that you can take home with you, live birds of prey, insects, all aspects of natural history and biodiversity will be on display at the Nature Center.
Great. So if people haven't yet been to the Nature Center, this is an opportunity for them to see everything at once, really.
You bet. This would be a great opportunity to come visit for the first time because, of course, we have recently expanded. We've got all new exhibits. We've still got more exhibits to come. We're not totally done. But Wildlife Weekend would be an excellent first trip to the Nature Center.
All right, and you have some excellent people, experts in their fields lined up to help people understand these things.
That's exactly right. We're really fortunate to have the talent that we have in this area. So for every activity, whether it be fossils or insects or reptiles, we have area experts that are going to be leading those hikes throughout the day.
Okay, so who's put all this together for us?
This is a cooperative effort between the City of Bristol, Tennessee, who I work for, and the Friends of Steel Creek Nature Center and Park. They're the nonprofit group dedicated to our park and the mission, and they do a great job of partnering with us to put this program on.
All right, and if people want to learn more, where do they go?
Yep, go to www.friendsofsteelcreek.org. And the best part about it is, with your car admission fee into the park, all the programs and activities are free.
Wow, that's quite it. All right, well, thank you, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Inside Bristol, and our final guest today is a very special guest from the city of Bristol, Tennessee, our new mascot known simply as Bagman. Welcome, Bagman.
Hi, Ann. Pleasure to be here.
All right, and Bagman was created, of course, to draw attention to the city's recycling efforts. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. And we know that the city does recycle several different things: plastic bottles, plastic jugs and food containers, paper and cardboard, but there's one thing that is not acceptable in the city's recycling bins. What is that?
Plastic bags.
And why is that, Bagman?
I'm glad you asked. Two big reasons. These plastic bags, my skin, this acts as a contaminant for recycling loads, and it clogs up the sorting machines. So don't put these in the recycling bins.
Okay, so if someone were to take their allowed recyclables to a recycling bin in a plastic bag, they should dump their recyclables into the bin, but keep the bag. Don't put the bag.
You are correct. Do not put these or any other plastic bags in the bin.
Okay, Bagman, if people wanted to meet you, where is the place they can meet you in person?
I'll be making my first public appearance at the new recycling center on Blackley Road.
And that's opening soon here in Bristol.
That's correct.
All right. So Bagman, really, on a serious note, the entire idea of Bagman is to draw the public's attention to the fact that plastic bags don't belong in recycling centers and in fact are harmful to our recycling efforts.
That's right. It's really no joking matter.
Okay, so if somebody wants to learn more about how to recycle in the city of Bristol, Tennessee, where can they go?
You can find a list of the recycling locations on the city's website at www.bristoltn.org.
All right, Bagman. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's really been a pleasure to talk with you today.
It was my pleasure to be on here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going back to the dumpster.
And thank you for joining us. We'll see you here next time.